Well, you've heard of Copernicus. As you know, my Copernicus, which is right over there, is one of my absolute favorite horns. This horn, I'm going to call it Goldilocks. You won't see this again because this is a Copernicus in a custom finish. Stay tuned to this video and I'll tell you what the differences are and why you won't see it again. Everybody, how you doing? It's Trent Austin from Austin Custom Brass. Hope you're having a fantastic summer. And it's August. I cannot believe it. It's summer. It's hot here in Kansas City. We are open if you want to come swing by the shop and check out all of our horns. We are expanding. We're very thankful for that. End of this month, we're taking over the next 2 units in our building here. So we're going to have more space and more horns laid out just for you to come and visit. We are really excited for that, and we are so thankful for all you do to support our shop. So thanks again, and thanks for taking some time to watch this video. Hit that subscribe button, stay up to date with us. This horn, I don't know, I call it Goldilocks. The normal Copernicus, hold on a second, I'll actually grab a stock one. I know, exciting. This is the normal Copernicus instrument, and as you can see, these horns are identical in configuration. The difference being that our Copernicus is copper plated and then lacquered. Now that does a bunch of different things. One, it unifies the whole build so you can't see certain elements of the instrument. Like for instance, if you look really closely here, you'll see how this is a different alloy than this. So that hides that in some aspects. Also, it changes the tone color quite dramatically when you go from a copper-plated and lacquered horn to something like this, which is a media-blasted satin finish. You can hear that, actually. I'll get that close to the mic so you can hear that. This is a custom build for one of our dear friends and customers who came to the shop, checked out our new custom reserve Adams Trumpet project, and is going to order a new custom reserve Adams. More on that coming soon. To help facilitate that sale, he's selling a couple of these instruments that we have made for him in the past, including this beautiful, I can't call it Copernicus because it's not copper, so I'm going to call it Goldilocks. It's the exact same configuration as our Copernicus. It's a polybore instrument. It's a double shepherd's crooked horn with no brace on the main tuning slide. It's got a large flare, the largest flare in the Adams line in terms of the actual bell flare. It's a 5.5 inch end bell dimension. It has the stress-free point-to-point bracing here. It has a single brace here, and then as you can see on the bell, it has no brace right here. So it's a very open horn. It's not open in terms of like the blow resistance. It's open in terms of the slotting. So if I do some bends, check this out. Really open and flexible. It's an awesome horn. You know, it's one of my personal favorite horns, and it's so light. I just did a video for another manufacturer's horn, and it was super heavy. This feels so beautiful in the hand. It is just a beautifully balanced horn. As you put it in your hand, it just wants to just just feel like it's part of you. It's just a great horn. Custom buttons, I just love those custom buttons too. Now, you also heard me say this is not going to be offered again. Because of the custom nature of our exclusive Copernicus, Adams and I have decided that the only finish that you can get Copernicus in is actually that copper lacquer finish. Partially because it sounds different, it does things that I want the instrument to do, but this is a lot of logistics in the Adams ordering system that is very challenging. So if we wanted to do a horn like this in the future, it would cost significantly more than the actual Copernicus model, because they have to take everything off their production line, and it's actually quite challenging for them to make sure that they get the exact horn. When you have 10 lines of custom trumpets and some of them have variants on them, and then you have certain OEM horns like my Adams Copernicus, there's just so much that Adams is doing in the trumpet side of things. We can't overwhelm them. So if you wanted this finish other than this horn, you would have to order something like an Adams A4 with a shepherd's crook. I'm not even sure they would do double shepherd's crook. That's really pretty much exclusive for the Copernicus itself. What's it sound like? Well, you heard a little bit of A Beautiful Love. Let me play a little bit more here. In general, let me just turn this up a little bit more. In general, this horn versus the normal Copernicus is a little brighter, it's a little spinnier, it has a little bit better front on the articulated note. And again, the versatility of Copernicus is amazing. I made it so I could take it and just have one horn. So with the change of a mouthpiece, that's our custom reserve 3 Plus. And I go to something like this, which is our TF model. Check this out. But if you still wanted to push it and spin it, this is our lead 3 Plus, our L3 Plus in the custom reserve line. Check this out. There we go. Sorry. Much different from that first mouthpiece. have this huge sound palette. I really like this horn. I love it. Goldilocks. There will be a link in the description for either this or Copernicus. If you haven't checked out Copernicus, you owe it to yourself to check out the Copernicus horn. It is just absolutely fantastic. It's exclusive to ACB, so you'll have to reach out to us. Occasionally you see them used on the market as well. Thank you so much for your great support, for watching these videos, for all you do for ACB. Please hit that subscribe button, stay up to date with us, and stay cool. It's summer, have fun, play, and keep on keeping on. Cheers.